This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for curious and creative people. Skillshare offers classes designed for real life and all the circumstances that can come with it. These lessons can help you express yourself, stay inspired, and introduce you to a community of millions. At this point in time, taking up a Skillshare class might actually help settle your mind. There's a lot of anxiety about, and something creative and kind of inspirational can often help you settle your anxiety. And if you're unsure what's next, a creative class or productivity class may actually help structure in your mind what you're going to be doing next and the next steps to take. Not only that, but at the moment, spontaneous acts of creativity may actually break up the day. Skillshare offers membership with meaning you're going to tap into a community of like-minded people also on the same journey as you. One class that I've been looking at actually, because I've got loads of things on, is a class by Mclaren. Sorry Greg if I've got your name wrong there. It's called Simple Productivity, How to Achieve More with Less. Basically just put less into your day but actually achieve more. Something that I really need to do because I find myself kind of almost firefighting most days, it feels like. So that's one that I've been looking at. There's loads of different chapters to it. I'm sure it's on the screen somewhere there. But there's loads of different classes to choose from anyway. There's illustration, graphic design, filmmaking, journalism, mindfulness, you name it, it's on there. Make sure you go and have a look. It's worth mentioning too that it's specifically curated for learning, so there are no ads popping up throughout your learning experience. The classes I expect will appeal most to you lot will be the kind of filmmaking and editing kind of things. I get asked so much on how to start YouTubing, filming, editing, photography, all that kind of stuff, and indeed I need to learn a bit of that as well. So I have done a bit of a skill sharing myself, and I did actually teach myself to edit. Skillshare is actually incredibly affordable as well. It's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. So then with this, the first 1,000 people to click the link below will get a 2-month free trial on Skillshare. Be quick, get in the mix, and do keep me posted with what you learn. For now though, let's get on with the video.
Maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. I can't be the one that you need. Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. And I'll be the one that you need. Maybe if I change the way I love it, maybe if I try to fix this heart, then I could have stayed the night, I could have called you mine. And I'll be the one that you need. I got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the dark in the dawn. I have found new ways, but no, I can't be the one that you need. Yeah, you know what I've done.
Hello and welcome back to TGTV. More specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, you've probably guessed, what is this, your dad's house? Oh, your dad's garage? Hello, welcome back to TGTV and welcome back to a very special location. It's slightly echoey, but that's absolutely fine because I'm here in a place that I wanted to be for quite a long time. Many of you will recognise the name above the door then, well at least the Hamilton part of it anyway, but I'm here at Duncan Hamilton Rothko, an extraordinarily special collection of cars and inextricably linked to Mr. Archie Hamilton. The bad news is that Archie is here as well.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear that? He is here. But that's quite a good thing, because today he can be our tour guide. How many videos have you made here before, Archie?
About 5.
5. If he's saying 5, it's about 50.
No, I'm trying to make more about that. I'm trying to actually think of one now.
Run out of things to say here. I thought of something though. I'm here to see a McLaren, ladies and gentlemen. A McLaren. I'm here to see a McLaren, Archie.
Duncan Hamilton will get a very nice McLaren for sale.
They've got a very nice McLaren for
My
sale.
dad's actually not here, but
Well, I've got a wig and glasses in the boot, so he may well be here. Will Gordon appear in this video? You'll have to watch and find out, actually.
Yeah, find out in the video.
Yes.
You've never been there before?
I've never actually been here before, so it's very special to be here, Archie. It's a piece of your kind of family history, and probably one of the most eclectic selections of car
That's not,
in the
that is
UK.
not a word.
It
That
is. It is.
Would you like a tour?
Yeah,
I'm your tour guide.
Please, I've got 2 bars of battery, so we might have to make this quick. We'll nip it about 10 minutes. But we're going to go and see a McLaren as well, because I actually want to buy a McLaren. I want to dip back into the brand, and I don't want any of their recent stuff, because it's just a little bit poo. So I do actually want to go back a few years to when the cars that they're making were actually quite cool. Is that fair?
If that's how you want to say it, I'm not here to be controversial.
No, you want to get on some press trips.
I'm just your tour guide.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Switzerland over here. All right, come on then.
Where would you like to start?
Just wherever, mate.
GT40.
Lovely.
Very nice.
Any race? If there's any kind of cool racing provenance to any of these cars, please don't just read off the sign. You're supposed to know this stuff.
Works race car.
Prototype.
No, that is actually very, very cool. You see
That's sick.
A lot of those will race at like Goodwood Festival of Speed and stuff like that.
Yep.
So that's one thing which happens here. A lot of the cars.
So are these cars all for sale? Some of these are in storage, some of them for sale.
Some are in storage, but the majority are for sale.
And people.
Say if you bring a checkbook, you're welcome.
So if you want to store your car here, can you get in touch? Is that what happens?
Don't think so. Very special inquiries only. So no.
If you need your Mondeo stored, send 15 emails to Archie's dad.
Yeah, please don't.
I like Mondeos.
Le Mans cars and things like that here.
Le Mans, that's sick.
Yeah, that's hell.
That's absolute hell. Travis Scott had something very similar on one of his album covers recently.
There's actually a DJ, which I'll probably make a video, a very famous rapper we did a video with.
Really?
I never told you that, but he's famous.
The famous rapper I never told you about.
I know.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Good title.
So
We're glossing past some really cool stuff.
Yeah, we are.
I would love an old Alpha like this. Absolutely love. That is on the shopping list, but they're just going up and up by the day.
Yeah.
So maybe we have a conversation with your dad. Maybe I come back. Maybe that's another video.
yeah, that's the second video.
Lovely.
And then a Mini, very cool. They go around Goodwood like absolutely flat chat. Bit of time.
Has that competed in the Monte Carlo Rally then?
It wouldn't have a 6 on it if it hadn't, Tom.
Well, I don't know. Some people do that, don't
No,
they?
I genuinely think. Well, look how many Goodwoods it's competed. There you go.
That's hell.
A lot.
It's a good old boy, this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, see, cars of this era are just cooler. So I'm getting distracted, aren't you? Yeah, go on, carry on. Carry on with the talk. I'm sorry.
Formula 1 car.
Formula 1 car.
Sure, but Graham Hill, very famous Formula 1 world champion. Did
Yep.
you know that?
He's better than you?
Father of Damon Hill. Not difficult. Father of Damon Hill. Very nice living car as well. Janetta.
Janetta. Ooh, chaos.
You'll like this bit, the Americans.
The Mustang. I've never got the Mustang thing.
No.
I know they're cool, but I've never got it.
Alpha 8C.
Apparently this was on Archie's channel many moons ago, and I don't remember that. That is a cool car and does not belong on either of our channels. That is too cool.
The owner let me borrow it for just for video content when I first got my channel started. Just needed a bit of help to get me going. And
Wow.
I was actually doing around. I took it down to the Cheddar Gorge.
Lovely. Lovely gorge,
Yeah.
that. One of my favourite gorges, actually.
But you can
Very cool to have them together, though. Well, look, this is sick, having these two cars together. Do you know what that is, Archie?
No. My dad will know. I'll call him if you want.
No, it's all right. Don't ring up Gordon. He's a very busy man.
Yeah, Porsche, very nice.
GT3 RS with some yellow lights. I like the yellow lights, Archie.
Check around in Bentley, very nice.
Have you driven this one?
No.
Would you like to drive it?
Also no, because I'd roll it.
Well, there's a good old boy on Instagram called Chausseur Cowboy who bats around in one of these with his black Labrador. He's probably the epitome of goals. He is goals. A black lab in that, batting around. I mean, you've won the game at that point. Yep.
In storage, P1.
That's in storage. That is not for sale.
No.
As I've said a million and one times, P1 and 675 LT are probably the only modern McLarens I'd consider buying. I mean, I don't have the money to maintain one of these, but I do have the money to maintain a 675 LT Archie. Yeah?
Do you or not?
Well, yeah, I guess
Don't come
so.
in here and waste dealer's time.
Well, actually, it's under warranty.
I'm the dealer. Don't waste my time.
That's very nice as well, but we're being led away. Ooh. What?
Come over here.
Fisichella's F1 car.
Have you never seen our carbon fridge?
Do I have to look?
No.
Good.
Fisichella's F1 car. Yeah, so that
Bloody
I'm
hell.
going to be driving that on my channel this year.
You're joking me.
No.
You are joking
No,
me.
when racetracks and stuff open again, we're going to take it down and I'm going to do like a test day in it.
Do you think drivers in the older cars are more talented than they are now? Not this generation, because this is modern, but in general.
The era was different. They were still very talented.
Do you think they were braver?
Yes. My granddad was very brave. Sterling Moss, that era, chaos.
Good lads,
If
aren't
I say
they?
that to my dad, I say, were they good? And they say, very good.
Well, they are. They had no aids whatsoever. They had no telemetry or anything like that. I've said that word wrong.
Telemetry, yeah.
Yeah, telemetry. There we go. Got it right. Racing driver.
Mercedes, racing on, very famous car, very cool.
How that's just sat here.
Pretty crazy, yeah.
Sauber Mercedes. That's rich. I love the old Alphas here. I didn't know there were that many here, Archie. I'm very excited about this. I'm going to have a little peruse on the internet later. See what I can pick up a little GTA with. Yeah?
Alphas, yeah.
Lovely. All right, here we are then. 675 LT Spider. This is what I'm kind of here to see.
Are you?
Yeah, I might buy it.
Will you?
Title says I might, so I might. Okay? That's how YouTube
You know more
works.
about that than I do. I don't know much about that.
So we have a 675 LT Spider, a limited run of 500 units. We've got
I told you that. I told you that.
Yeah, no, we just had a little peruse on the website. I was having a look on the website last night, Archie, because I'm so interested in it.
1,001, 11,500 miles, and also the number plate comes with it. Do you want to buy it?
Wow, that was a bit of a knock there.
Do you want to buy it?
We'll discuss numbers, Archie.
It's up for 228.
What was this price on this car?
Have no idea.
Well, you're not very
228.
you're not a very good salesman, then, are you?
Give me 200 and you can have it.
So it's got satin carbon fibre all around it, red seats inside. It's got the louvres here. We've got these spec wheels, lithium battery charger there, key goods, satin carbon all the way around. And obviously being the Spider then, it actually loses none of the kind of dynamic performance because of the carbon tub. The roof mechanism adds about 35, 40 kilos, something like that. So not much to exchange at all there. And inside you've got Alcantara throughout. That is sick. And as I've said a billion times, this is probably one of the only McLarens I would actually consider buying. So I might have to have a word with someone here. That is a very, very nice spec. Understated, but also a little bit aggressive with the red stitching and detailing all around it.
Do you actually like the Spider?
I actually prefer the Spider because McLaren's actually really clever in that when they build a Spider, it adds very little to the weight of the car. It sacrifices nothing in terms of rigidity at all. That's where McLaren's come into their own. Because of their carbon tub, you can lop the roof off one of these and it makes very little difference indeed. 458 Spider, they've done an extremely good job of it, but it still does sacrifice a little bit in terms of like softness and comfort and a little bit of added weight and sort of mass higher up, which apparently affects the dynamics and whatever. You could track that and you'd probably not notice the difference between that one and the coupe. The other cool thing, as Archie's just demonstrated right on cue, are the doors. I don't think the modern McLarens look as good as this. The recent McLarens just don't have the presence of this. They just don't have the looks. This was their peak, I think. The P1's just out of the question. The running costs are astronomical. They're about £1 million. Nonsense. For a couple hundred grand, that is a hell of a car. And it's got manufacturer extended warranty, yes?
Correct.
Until?
August.
This year.
Yeah. Can you extend it further?
I'm pretty sure you could. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know at all. That's cash though.
Good old boy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And if you think around 200k, what you can get for 200, you can buy a very nice F12, which is a belting car, but it's not the same as this. You can buy a 458 Spider or a 488 Spider. Granted, they won't fall apart, but this will wipe the floor with pretty much anything. It's faster than pretty much anything you can buy, Archie, this thing. Or you can buy a 720S. But they're hell compared to this. This is a much cooler buy than a 720S.
That's what I'm buying.
I don't like 720Ss, Archie.
600 LT.
Yeah, they're good. Center seats, though, please, and a roof scoop if we can muster one.
Thing is, like, you might be thinking I'm just making it up, but I'm genuinely being serious.
No, you're not making up buying a 720S. I am making up buying that.
So you're not buying it then?
We'll have to talk numbers. I'll have to ring Charles and Dean and talk numbers, Archie.
It's a simple yes or no answer.
Well, it's not very simple when you're buying an asset this size, Archie.
Give me a yes or no.
No.
Right,
Is that okay?
You can't just come here and waste dealers' time.
So yeah, mate, thank you very much. Cheers for the video. I'm off now, mate. Cheers. So yeah, thank you very much, Duncan Hamilton, Rothko. See you later. Thank you. Bye bye now. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Bye.
She's a roller coaster.